Hi guys, welcome to the live stream. Okay, hello everyone. Good evening and welcome to this live stream. I'm so excited to have you all here. Now we're going to spend just a few minutes waiting for other people to join, and then we're going to kick off in earnest. So as we wait for other people to join for like just say 5 minutes, could you please introduce yourself? Tell us your name and tell us where you're watching from. You could say something like, "My name is Desire. I'm watching from Lagos. My name is Francis. I'm watching from Abuja. My name is Chioma. I'm watching from Enugu. My name is Hassan. I'm watching from Kaduna." Just let us know in the comment section where you're watching from, please. It's only going to take you a few seconds. Please, let's do that. Thank you so much. As we wait for more people to join. So tonight's this live training, I'm going to try to make it as short as possible. I don't want to keep you here longer than necessary. So that's the goal here. Sorry, let me take this call. Yeah, okay. So 3 minutes in, just 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. We're going to start. We're going to kick off. So please, sorry, I'm keeping you waiting. Just so we have more people on the call today. Okay, if you're just joining now, please introduce yourself. Tell us your name. Tell us where you're watching from. Say something like, "Hi, my name is Stella. I'm watching from Abuja. Hi, my name is Francis. I'm watching from Oyo State. Hi, my name is Chisom. I'm watching from Anambra State." Tell us your name. Tell us where you're watching from, please. Just 1 more minute and we kick off. All right. Just a few more seconds and we're going to kick off. Just a few more seconds, we're going to kick off. Yeah, so it's 8:05 finally. I'm so excited to have you all here, guys. And I promise this live stream is going to be very, very valuable to everyone here. So all I need you to do is to start from now, stay active and watch to the very end. So yeah, what are we talking about today? How I started and grew an advertising agency from zero to over 350K per month in earnings in just around 8 weeks. The exact steps I followed that anyone can use to go from zero to making 350K or more on a monthly basis doing this. Now, this is what you're going to learn by the end of this training. First of all, you're going to learn how to acquire the skill of advertising online on Facebook. Secondly, you're going to learn how to find and connect with desperate business owners that will hire you. And then thirdly, you're going to learn how to present your services to them and get them to pay you anywhere from 50K to 250K per month. So yeah, 50K is like for the small businesses. Now, when you get more experience and you start working with more experienced businesses, you can get them to pay you as much as 250K per month. I even charge higher than this for my own agency. And then finally, how to get 7 more desperate business owners paying you a total of 350K at least per month. Now, all you need to do this is your Android phone or any other smartphone. It mustn't be an Android phone. It could be an iPhone and a laptop. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're 18 years old or 81 years old. It doesn't matter if your spoken or written English is perfect or not. It doesn't matter if you dropped out in secondary school. It doesn't even matter if you have never made a naira online, whether you have never made a dime online. Even if you don't have a laptop, I'm going to show you a way around it. You just have to stick with me to the end. Now, most people label everything they see online as a scam. If you feel this way, if you feel everything online is a scam, please feel free to close this presentation now so you don't waste your time. Now, my job here is to show people who are interested the way. My job is not to try to convince doubting Thomases, because how many hours do I have in a day to convince people that will keep doubting? Now, my goal today is to steer you in the right direction, because what I have observed is this. The reason why most people fail or lose money while trying to make money online is the lack of right knowledge. So they actually lack the right knowledge. Now, I'm going to share with you how I started and grew an advertising agency from zero to over 350K per month in earnings in just around 8 weeks. The exact steps I follow that anyone can use to go from zero to making 350K or more on a monthly basis doing this. Now, this is a warning, simple warning. I'm not here to introduce you to any of the stupid platforms around that's going to promise people money for doing nothing. Put 50K here and collect 500K in 25 hours. I'm not here for all that nonsense. We are here for serious business only. So this presentation is only for people who are willing to put in the work required to build a legitimate business online. Keyword, you're willing to put in the work. You understand that business is work. You're willing to put in the work required to build a legitimate. It's offering services in return for getting paid. You have to offer a service and then people pay you. You're not just going to sit around and do nothing. So you're willing to put in the work required to build a legitimate business online that would help you escape financial problems and even change your life and the lives of your family members. Now, if you stay to the end of this presentation, two things are going to happen. First of all, you're going to be far ahead of those who didn't attend this training and those who didn't stay to the end. Secondly, you stand a chance to win the sum of 30,000 naira tonight. So these are the two things that will happen if you stay to the end. Now, here's what I mean. Those who give up halfway, like let's say in this presentation, for example, those who give up halfway get half-baked information, and no one actually gets results with incomplete info. Now, imagine a doctor who didn't finish medical school trying to perform surgery on you. Would you be comfortable with that? Would you even allow that? For me, I would say God forbid. Now, staying to the very end of this presentation ensures you get the complete package that will make you succeed and bring financial stability into your life. Now, I understand if maybe the stage you're in right now, maybe an extra 350K per month is not really going to change much for you. And that's okay. That's fine. But there are people that are at that stage now. Now, if you're in a stage where an extra 350K per month is going to help make a difference in your life, then this is what I mean by financial stability. Because the more money you have to handle your issues, your problems, the more stability you can enjoy in your life. But please do not take my word for it. Let me show you what is possible when you actually take this seriously. Now, this is Shitu. I've talked about Shitu in the earlier videos I've sent to the group. Shitu is someone I taught a while back. Now, what I taught him helped him go from zero to making over 500K per month. This was the chart he sent to me. From his own words, he said he has been feeding from this for over 3 years. And even until this year, he makes very decent amount monthly, about 300K monthly in 2021, some months 500K. So he has been doing this one business for over 3 years now, and he has been making money. So this is not the type of business where you start today, tomorrow it falls. This is not Rackstally. This is not MMM. This is not Ultimate Cycler. This is not a Ponzi scheme. So if you want a business that you can do month after month for years, year after year, then this is the business for you. Or Michael, on the other hand, who was able to get up to 600K in monthly income, all thanks to what he learned from the program. Or Chibus, on the other hand, who went through the training and with the knowledge, he was able to increase his income and even save enough to buy a car. Now, this is my WhatsApp chat with him. This is when he sent me the video of his new car. I was very happy for him. Now, I'm not actually one of these people that don't practice what I preach. People will tell you, go and do this, go and do that, but they don't actually do it. People that make money by teaching you, not by doing what they teach. Now, this is something I've been doing for years, and I'm going to show you. Now, this is Victor. This is Victor, one of my clients. We have been working together for years. This was our chart in December 2023. he gave me for the new contract we had. He gave me a website to promote. So basically, when you run an ad agency, some clients will ask you to send traffic to their WhatsApp. They want people to send them WhatsApp messages, or they want people to visit their website. So for this one, he wanted people to visit their website. And this is when he sent me the link, and I sent him the bill for the first week. The money is going to pay for the first week. He asked me to send account details, and I did. And we have been working together since 2020. Our working together didn't just start in 2023. This was our chat in 2020. This was when I sent him the bill for services rendered. He sent me a total of 92,000 naira. That was in 2020. Then also, this is Praise Team, another client I started working with since 2019. This was our chat on Facebook. You can see it. 21st April 2019, 12:57 p.m. He reached out to me. He asked me, do you run ads for clients? If yes, how much do you charge, please? And then we talked about it, and eventually we started working together. Now, this has shown you that I practice what I preach. I don't just teach. I don't just teach or make money from teaching. I actually do it. But then you probably be wondering, who am I? Who am I actually? And why should you even trust me? Because I'm like a total stranger to some of you, almost all of you here. Now, there are lots of digital marketers and gurus springing up online every day trying to sell courses that don't actually work. I'm not one of them. It's also important you know who I am, because knowing who I am is going to help you trust me and feel at home. The fact that you see a family member, and because you know the family member, you trust them, and when they tell you to do something, you're able to do it, you feel at home. That is the best way to learn. If you don't trust me, if you don't feel at home in this presentation, whatever I'm telling you, you're going to feel like I'm lying to you. You're not going to feel at home, and you're not going to learn. So I'm going to tell you who I am so that you're going to be able to relax, feel at home, and actually learn. Now, like you already know, my name is Mezim Desire, and I'm one of the first set of people in Nigeria to successfully start and launch an online ad agency with zero experience and no marketing or advertising degree or career. Like, I had no experience. I've not had any marketing or advertising career. Neither did I study anything related to marketing or advertising in school. By profession, I'm a lawyer, but by practice, I'm a professional marketer or advertiser, whichever one you choose. I was the chief marketing officer of a successful tech company. I've also transitioned into another tech company as the marketing specialist. So I'm not just doing this for clients. I also do this for tech startups. Now, for the last tech startup I worked with, due to our success, we were even featured on Tech Cabal. Now, for people that don't know it, Tech Cabal is like the biggest tech news outlet in Africa. This is a screenshot of the publication on Tech Cabal. You can go to Google and search Tech Cabal plus Museum Desire. You're going to find this publication there. Now, also, this is me way back. I think this was 2017, 2018. This is me with Calvin Umechuku. Now, some of you might not know him, but this is me. Yeah, I'm the fine guy shining his teeth. This is Kelvin, also another fine guy shining his teeth. Now, Kelvin right now is the founder of a tech company called Bumper, and they raised over $4 million months back. That's almost 5 billion naira. Yeah, and this is the publication on TechCrunch where they announced it. This is Kelvin. If you can still recognize his face, this is him. This is Kelvin here, and this is Kelvin here with his co-founder. So you can see it here. Nigerian retail automation platform Bumper raises $4 million. This is the publication by TechCrunch about the fundraising, and TechCrunch is like the biggest tech news outlet in the world. Now, also, this is me with veteran actor Chimotelago. This was 2018 or 2019. So this was when I started making money from running an ad agency, like making good money, and I came together with a group of friends to actually like produce a movie, and we brought Chimotelago on board to collaborate with us. So I don't think he needs any introduction here, but if you care to know, he's a veteran actor and he's like one of the most popular Nollywood actors we have alive. So why did I show you all these things? So you're going to know that I'm not just a stranger that came out of nowhere. I have a story. I have been on this for years. So I didn't just come out of nowhere to try to sell you something. I've been on this for years, and I've built the experience, I've built the knowledge, I've built the track record. Now, some of you, when you hear my story, you're going to think, I was just lucky now. Like, look at the people I've met, look at the companies I've worked at, look at all the things I've achieved. So you might think I was lucky, or I was special, or that I had a rich uncle, or or auntie, or that I come from a rich family. And you may be silently asking yourself, can I achieve this too? Like, can I actually achieve this too? Now, and because of that, I'm going to share my story on how I was able to rise from nobody to become somebody in life by learning how to start and run an ad agency. The reason I share my story is not to show off. It's actually to show you that no matter your poor background or how tough life is for you right now, you can actually make it, because the internet has made it possible for the common man to have a voice and take advantage of so many opportunities available. Now, but the question is, why exactly do you want to make more money and increase your income? Why do you want to make it? I've understood and I've observed that only people that have strong whys are able to actually succeed. Like, your why needs to be strong. Maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your parents, maybe it's yourself, maybe it's your community. It has to be something. Maybe it's your family. Now, for me, it was three things. First of all, I wanted to be financially independent myself. I wanted to stop asking money from my parents, from my friends, asking for 3K here and there. I wanted to be financially independent myself. Secondly, I wanted to be able to take care of my parents. These are like the most important people in the world to me, and they deserve to be taken care of. So I wanted to be able to take care of them. And then finally, I wanted to be able to give to charity. So these were my three reasons. I want you to find out your own, and I want you to hold it dear to your heart. So I'm going to quickly share my story so you're going to understand where I'm coming from. This is where I used to live and sleep in. In the videos I've sent earlier, some of you may have seen this picture, may have seen this room. I was sleeping with yam, rice, gari, gallons and drums of water. I had to go to the other side of town to fetch drinkable water, and then we store it and gradually use it. So at some point, this was me staying away from home, trying to hustle with my friends, try to make something out of myself. Now, one day, my mom called to tell me that my dad was in the hospital for an eye surgery and that they needed me to send money to support. So this was the picture of my dad in the hospital then. Now, at this point, I don't know, I probably had like less than 3,000 naira in my bank account. But then, because this was a medical emergency, I had to send everything I had, and I didn't really bother about what I would eat or anything. I had to send what I had to support. But that was the day I got fed up with poverty, and then I swore that I was going to do anything legal of course, to stop my dad from going blind and change my own story. Now, I thinking about the amount of money we needed for that emergency surgery, I realized that no normal job is going to give me the kind of money I needed to save my dad from going blind in the short time that we had. The doctor told us that the time was really short and we needed to raise the money very fast. And that is even if I find a job at all. Like, people qualified look for jobs every day in Nigeria and they don't find. And then me, by that time, I didn't have a degree. What was the chance? What were my chances that I could actually look for a job and find one, let alone one that would pay me enough to save my dad from going blind? And then I knew I was going to look. I knew I needed another alternative. And I have been hearing about people making money online. I've been hearing about it a lot. So I decided to begin searching for information, because I understood that the right information is power. And that is why at this day and age of my life, I'm willing to spend any amount of money on the right information. Now, then I met this guy, Maxwell, on Facebook. He was talking about how people can make money online by helping business owners advertise their businesses and services online. That is basically what an ad agency is. Help business owners advertise their products and services online to get more customers, to make more sales. And then I saw how many people he had helped change their lives, and I said I was going to be one of them. So his story was also similar to mine. I sent him this particular message on Facebook Messenger, so I'm just going to gradually read it out. Hello, sir. My name is Mezem Desire. I've been following you for months now, and you inspire me greatly. Before I discovered you on Facebook, I never believed it was possible to make legit money online aside from Yahoo. I come from a more humble background. Both of my parents are civil servants, and it's really tough financially for us. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of being broke and always begging my friends for urgent 3K. I'm going to enroll for the ad agency course. I don't even have up to 2K on me right now, but I'll find the money. I don't care if I have to beg on the streets or borrow. If I have to beg or borrow to invest and change my life, I'll do it. Give me a few years from now and I'll change my life story and I'll make you proud. And I did. Thank you for reading my message, sir. And then he read it and he responded. It was like, bro, that's the spirit. I started just like you. In fact, at some point, my mom could only afford to give us food once a day. But now I make millions of naira monthly. I wish you success, bro. So like I said in the message I sent him, he was holding a class on how to start and run an ad agency, and I knew I needed to learn this and change my life. But I didn't have a dime on me. I didn't have shishi on me. And I knew that I couldn't let this opportunity pass me by. And then the next thing I knew I need to do was that I had to borrow. So I reached out to some of my friends. This was one of my friends, Pascal. I was like, Pascal, how far? He's like, I did all right. How you did? I said, I'm good, thanks. And then I sent him this message. I beg, I need to beg you for something. I know it's not easy for you, but I really need your help. If this is the last thing you do for me in this life, I will forever be grateful. There's this new business I want to venture into. It will help me be able to earn some money and support my parents with the bills at home. But I need to raise some money to start it and also to buy a laptop. I'll pay you back in a few months' time once it starts generating money, or if I get money from someone anywhere else. I need like 75K for everything, but any amount you can give me will go a long way and I'll appreciate it so much. Even if it's 10K or 5K or even 3K, I really need this. Please help me. I promise to pay back. And then my friend responded, Chai, this thing hard though, especially this time, but let me see what I can do. So at the end of the day, I was able to raise money from my friends. So I ended up collecting like 5K, 10K from different people. And then at the end of the day, I had like 80 something K total. So I took money from that, paid for the training. It was 45,000 naira. This was 6th May 2017. The payment was made through Paystack. This is the receipt, 6th May 2017. And then I took 30K from the money that was remaining, and then I got this old and beat up laptop. So for me, this laptop was worse than a phone. If you have a good phone, this laptop, your phone is better than this laptop. So the fact that I started with this laptop and you have a good Android phone, a good smartphone, you're even already better off than me. So I just want to put that out there. Now, this laptop is so bad that once they take the light, it only lasts for 17 minutes. In fact, I had to count it to know it was 17 minutes. That way, whenever they take the light, I try to finish up everything I'm doing within 17 minutes. And it was always heating up. The laptop was always hot. It can boil a pot of beans. So that's how bad it was. But what do I expect buying a laptop of 30K? This was me back then with the laptop in my room. When I was sitting out, I was hungry, I was desperate. I knew I needed to make something work. I knew I needed to turn things around. Now, after borrowing about 45K to pay for his training, this ad agency business that this internet stranger called Maxwell shared with me changed my life completely. This guy is one of the reasons I'm here today. The information he shared with me changed my life. I started on the journey with the information he shared with me. I was hungry, so I put in the work. Now, the mistake most people make is you want transformation, you're hungry, but you're not willing to put in the work. There's no way you're going to get results except you put in the work. And in less than 8 weeks, after I was putting in the work, in less than 8 weeks, I signed my first client. I couldn't believe it actually, because like 8 weeks, first client, that was like the highest money I had earned from any single activity before. And then from there, I kept getting better. I signed even more clients as the time went by. Then, I started making money, then improvements started happening. I eventually saved enough to buy an old Camry, to help me drive about. I really wanted to become a car owner because coming from where I'm coming from, this was a big deal for me. I needed to do it. But because it was an old, tired Camry, it was always having issues. So this particular day that I took this picture, it had both engine and tire issues. So this is me trying to figure out what was wrong. And then this was me trying to fix the tire on the road. It was tiring most times, but I was happy that I was no longer where I used to be. Coming from a place where you had to borrow to buy a laptop, to being able to afford a car that breaks down and then you repair it, I felt very happy. I felt very elated. I felt very accomplished at that point. Now, this is me now. This is also me. So this phone I'm holding, which is actually this phone. Sorry, I didn't mention this earlier, but if you're watching this, it's best to watch this by holding your phone this way, holding it in landscape mode, and then you remove the live chat so that you're going to see everything properly. Please, it's very important. Now, this is the phone I'm holding now. This is the iPhone 14 Pro Max with a MacBook Pro. I bought the iPhone 14 Pro Max when Apple newly released it. That was late 2022. It was around 1.5 million then. Both the laptop and the iPhone cost like 3 million total. Now, I'm not saying this to boast or to show you how rich I am or to show you how expensive my gadgets are. I'm just showing you this so that you can compare it to this. Now, compare it to my 30,000 naira laptop from years back. This to this, you can see the transformation that happened just because I decided to learn how to launch and run an ad agency and actually stick to it. Now, this is also me now. Now, the best thing about my success is not even the money I have now or the things I can now buy. It's actually the lives I'm able to touch through charity. I love the fact that I can now give to charity. This was me and my friends when we went for a hospital visitation, charity outreach. So we went through the hospital ward, asking the nurses to show us people that have been sick, have gone through treatment, but have not been able to be discharged because they have not cleared their bills. So this was what they were doing, taking us around, getting the names, putting it together. Now, seeing the joy on people's faces when the nurses tell them that their bills have been cleared makes me want to cry. This particular woman here gave birth to her baby through cesarean section. I think her husband was is an Okada rider or something, but the bill was so much that she couldn't pay. So she ended up living there, raising her child there, breastfeeding the baby, sweeping the hospital, just helping with things at the hospital. So when the nurses came and told her that her bill has been cleared, she couldn't believe it. She had to kneel down and pray for us and beg us. We told her to stand up. She said no, she wanted to kneel down. So seeing the joy on their faces when we tell them that their bills have been cleared is just a marvel. It's something that makes me happy. Now, this was when we went to make payment for everything, all the people that we are paying off their bills. Now, this is the greatest happiness of all. And this is why I wanted to make more, so that I can give more to people. I was also able to go give back to my secondary school in form of prizes to students. So these were like best in English, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, and I think Igbo or something. But basically 6 subjects. Sorry, best in English, physics, and biology and maths for SS2 and SS3. Now I wanted to be able to encourage them to let them know that what they're doing is admirable. They should continue and they should keep working hard. They should not think school is a scam. Apart from the awards they were giving, I also gave them cash prizes. So, like I said, this is one of the reasons why I actually love what I do. I actually feel grateful for coming from where I am to where I am now, where I was to where I am now. After I was done, my teachers from back in the days came to thank me. You can see them with their white hair. They've been teaching for years now. They told me to also give prizes in their own different subjects. If I even also went back to my university and endowed a prize. Although this business, I started it while I was still in school. So this was me giving a prize to a student, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Faculty of Law. Now, a vital lesson from my story is this. You're going to continue to remain where you are year after year until you decide that enough is enough. Now, mind you, where you are might not be so bad. Maybe you're still able to take care of your bills, your kids, and all. But if you want to stop being where you are, if you want to get to the next level, whatever next level means for you, you have to decide that enough is enough. And you have to be ready to do whatever it takes, legally, of course, to change your financial situation. This is a vital lesson that you have to learn from this story. Now, I want you to make a commitment today. I want you to type in the comment section, I promise to do whatever it takes tonight to change my story. So please, can you make this commitment for me? Just type it in the comment section. I promise. You could say something like, I, Francis, promise to do whatever it takes tonight to change my story. Please, just quickly in the comment section. It's not going to take a lot of time. I, Francis, promise to do whatever it takes tonight to change my story. All right, I'm looking at the comment section, please. Okay, now as we do that, we're going to continue. Please, I need you to type I, Francis, I, Stella, I, Olatunji, I, Gift, promise to do whatever it takes tonight to change my story. I need you to type that. I need you to make that commitment. Also, I'm going to be transparent with you guys here. My aim for this presentation is to help you understand what this ad agency online business is about and then show you the steps to get started. And at the end of this presentation, there will be an opportunity for you to work together with my team and I through our mentorship program. Now, this is for people who don't want to leave anything to chance. So they prefer someone who has done it before and succeeded to hold their hands and give them constant support and guidance. Now, let's begin. How was I able to start and grow an advertising agency from zero to over 350K per month in earnings in just around 8 weeks? What are the exact steps I followed, and how can you replicate this to make as much as 350K or even more on a monthly basis doing this exact same thing? So first of all, what is an ad agency? Now, an ad agency is short for advertising agency. It's basically a type of business that helps other businesses run adverts online and get customers and generate sales. Now, why will a business owner pay you to run adverts for them? One, because they don't know how to do it. Simple. If you don't know how to do something, you have to pay. If you don't know how to perform surgery, you have to pay a doctor to do it. If you don't know how to work on your car, you have to pay a mechanic to do it. If you don't know how to run adverts, you have to pay an ad agency founder to do it for you. Secondly, because it will help them make more sales and make more money. So being able to, for a business owner, running adverts for a business owner is going to help them make more sales, and then more sales means more money. So this is why they're going to pay you to run adverts for them. Now, the best thing about this business is that you can choose when you want to work. You want to work in the midnight, in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, who you want to work with. If a client is stressing, you can tell them, please, I'm sorry, I can't work with you. There are so many other clients you can work with. And then finally, you can choose where you want to work. You could decide to work from your home. You could decide to work from a restaurant. You could decide to work anywhere. Once you can work, go with your phone or your laptop, you can work from that place. Now, you can decide to work for one client or 10 clients. It's all up to you. Maybe you don't really want stress. You don't have so much time. You just want to work with one client, get paid 50K or 100K per month. Or let's say you have enough time, you want to make as much as you can. So you want to work with as much as 10 clients. So you're making 500K or even 1 million per month working with 10 clients. It's all up to you. Now, but for you to succeed at this very business, you must be skilled. You have to have the skill. Nobody's going to pay you if you're an empty barrel. Like, everything we're saying here is not going to work if you don't have the skill. So my students who have taught this business, they make anywhere from 350K to as much as 1 million on a monthly basis doing this. Now, I didn't want to mention 1 million before, because when you mention 1 million, most people think it's like too much. Wow, that's too much. How is it possible? And then they think it's a scam. So I tend not to mention it in the beginning. But when you think about it, if you get one client paying you 50K or a client paying you 100K, and you can get 10 of those clients, you have 1 million naira. So you're not going to start immediately and start making 1 million naira a month. But I have people that are doing this, and they've been doing it consistently for months now. So if you really, really want to go in on this, you could get to a point where you're making a consistent 1 million naira per month doing this business. And I don't know, if 1 million naira per month is not going to get you the standard, or an extra 1 million naira per month, if it's not going to get you the standard of life you deserve, maybe you shouldn't be on this presentation, honestly. Now, all you have to do is simple. You just have to help these business owners who are desperate to make more sales. You just have to help them run adverts online to sell their products and services, and that is all. That is all you have to do to get paid. It sounds simple. It might sound simple to some people. It might sound complex, complicated to other people. But trust me, this is a very simple thing to do. I've been doing it for years. The students I've taught have been able to do it for years as well. Now, with the way this sustainable economy is going right now, every business owner that I know is desperate to make sales. Even the ones I don't know are also desperate to make sales. There's inflation, the cost of price, cost of electricity, everything is more expensive now. So everybody needs to make more sales to make more money to meet up. And this is where you come in. Now, when you help them make more sales, they will gladly pay you. Let me paint you a scenario. Let's say you go and meet someone that is a fashion designer. They sell senators or suits for 50K per senator, per suit. And you tell them, give me 50K and I'm going to help you bring more sales, bring more customers. You use 50K, run ads for him, and he makes sales of 500K. Just imagine that. You take 50K from them, help them make sales of 500K. Wouldn't they be happy to pay you 50K or 100K per month for doing that? If I were that business owner, I wouldn't even think about it. In fact, I'll pay you more so that you can continue doing what you did again and again. And if you're thinking that the skill of running adverts online is hard, trust me, it is not. I have trained undergraduates and even high school graduates that did it perfectly well. Trust me. Now, how do you get started from scratch as a newbie who wants to earn extra income online by starting and running an ad agency? You just have to follow these 4 simple steps. Step 1, you first of all need to learn how to run online adverts for businesses. That's the first and most important step. Like I said, no one is going to pay you if you're an empty barrel. You need to know what you're doing. So where are you going to learn how to run ads online? On Facebook. You're going to learn it on Google, and you're going to learn it on YouTube. Let me quickly show you what I mean. So if you go to Google and type how to run adverts on Facebook, you're going to see so many results. This you can read this, read this, like so many things, videos, articles. Like you could spend your time reading this, learning how to run adverts online. Or you could go to YouTube and then search for, you could go to YouTube and search for how to run adverts online on YouTube, and you're going to see lots of videos. I'm trying to bring it out. Yeah, this is the search query. Now, when you go to YouTube and search for how to run adverts on Facebook or how to run adverts online, you're going to see so many results. Like you could watch all these videos, they're going to teach you how to run adverts online. So yeah, like there's just so many resources for you. Now back to back to the slides. Now that's for step one, learning how to run adverts online. You could learn on Google, you could learn on YouTube. Now the next step two, is getting your first client by making a very simple post on your Facebook profile or in a Facebook group. So you could decide to get your first client by making a simple post on your Facebook profile, or you could do it in a Facebook group. But making it on your Facebook profile tends to work more. Now I'm going to show you what I mean. This was how I got my first set of clients. Let me show you on Facebook. Now, the reason I'm showing you all this is so that you can actually see what's possible. So you don't think that I'm just telling you for telling sake. So you can actually see, like, I did this, I did it, I got the results, and that you too can do the same. So this is the post. This is me on Facebook. You can see the link. I'm on Facebook right now. So this was May 25th, 2019, 6:28 p.m. This was the post I made. I'm learning Facebook ads right now and how it can be used to increase the sales of local businesses. So far, it's been mind-blowing. Before I start charging for it, I need a business willing to let me experiment with what I have learned. Just pay for the ads. I won't charge anything for my time. Please comment below if you're interested. Now, I made this post, and then let's look at the comments it got. So this is Ades Amaka 4 years ago, yeah? That was 2019. It should be 5 years, but it's not yet May. Once it's May now, it will make it 5 years. Ades Amaka said, interested. Showman Finance said, is this post real, please? So that she can, proceed to send me a message. Ogene Karo, I hope that's the correct pronunciation. And she said, I'm definitely interested in this. Omeja Okai Elijah said, I have people that want to advertise their business on Facebook. Funke Senaike said, Uncle, let's talk. So now you might be wondering, this is not a lot, but I'm just starting out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people show interest. So imagine if I just get one of them, just one out of the 5. Do you think it's going to be impossible to get one? So back to our slide. Now, I've shown you this simple post that I made on Facebook that was able to help me get my first set of clients. But I also want you to know that there are other ways that you can use to get clients for your ad agency. It mustn't be these 2 ways. So these 2 ways are like the simplest and the easiest. But if for any reasons you think you can't do them, maybe you don't like posting about your business because your family follows you on social media, or you have friends, or you just don't want to do it. Some people want to keep their social media just private. They don't want to, use it to talk about business. Don't worry, there is a way out. Just stick with me to the end. Now, the next step, you've done step 1, learn the skills. Step 2, make a simple post to get a client. Then step 3, you just need to get one of the people that indicated interest to hire you for a test run. So the idea of a test run is that just spending some money on the advert, they're not paying you. So it's basically free for them. So they're not going to have a very strong objection. Assuming you are asking them to pay you, it might be harder for them to choose, to decide. In case you're still wondering, I've explained this before, but in case you're still wondering why these business owners will agree to pay you, it's simple. They're desperate for more sales, and if you know what you're doing, you're going to bring them more sales and they'll make more money. Like I said earlier, if someone gives you 50K, you use it and run ads and bring them sales of 500K. Do you think they will say no if you ask them to pay you 100K every month to continue doing that? Like, think about it. You made me 500K, you're telling me, oh yeah, give me 100K, let me continue doing this every month. Do you think I'm going to say no? Never, except I'm stupid. The very moment I say no to that request, just put me in a psychiatric hospital. And that is just one client too. Just one client. You can have as much as 5 or 10 clients. I also get asked this a lot. I've talked about it before, and I'm going to talk about it again. Why can't people ask me this? Why can't these business owners run their ads themselves? Like, why do they have to pay me? Why can't they run it themselves? The first reason is this: because they don't know how to. They don't just know how to. The same reason why you don't perform surgeries if you're not a doctor. People do what they know how to do. Second reason is because they are already too busy with other parts of their business. So let's say you sell hair, for example. You're battling with importers, wholesalers, customs. You're battling with your sales girls. You're battling with logistics. You're answering customer complaints. Like, there are just so many moving parts of your business. So adding an extra task is something that you're not happy about. Now, if someone comes and offers to do it for you without you having to do the extra task, take away from your time, that's a no-brainer. People wouldn't even, someone that is smart enough wouldn't spend time to agree, wouldn't even think about it. Now, that is why these business owners are desperate and they will pay you to help them. So all you have to do is position yourself as an ad agency owner and they will hire you. Now, not just one business, you can take as much business as you can handle, because the truth is ad agencies are scarce. You go, if I give you an assignment now, you're going to understand how scarce ad agencies are. Go to your city. I need you to find me 5 doctors. How easy is it going to be for you? Pretty easy. 5 doctors. Do the same thing for engineers. Do the same thing for pharmacists. And then do the same thing for lawyers. And then finally, do the same thing for ad agencies. 5 ad agencies. Now, if you're not in Lagos, which is like a very, very big city, you're going to struggle to find 5 ad agencies. Even in Lagos, not everybody knows about all these ad agencies. So ad agencies are truly scarce. Now, the final step 4, which is the final step, when you now eventually get hired by that first business owner that indicated interest, you have to do a great job so that they can continue paying you month after month. And that's the beauty of this business. So you are satisfying someone and they're paying you month after month. Plus, you now have a success story to reach out to other business owners and convince them. So you're not just telling them, give me money, let me run at your ass for you. You're telling them, look at what I ran to Mr. Francis. He gave me $1, I ran at this amount. So that success story is going to help you get more clients. Now, to make between 350K to 600K in the next 60 days, all you need is like 4 to 6 clients paying you 100K a month. And this is very achievable. I'm telling you because I have achieved it. My students have achieved it. A lot of my students are doing it currently. Now, can you see yourself making between 350K to 600K within the next 60 days? Let me know. Comment below. Say, if you think you can, just say something as simple as, I see myself making between 350K to 600K within the next 60 days. Or I see myself making 350K to 600K very soon per month. So just comment below. I need you to comment below. And this is another commitment. I need you to tell yourself this. I need you to pronounce. So as you do that, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. So just let me know. Say something like, I see myself making between 350K to 600K within the next 60 days. I need you to comment below. It's very important. Now, I've talked about Shitu. I'm going over it again. So like I said, learning from me helped him go from 0 to making over 500K per month. This is what he had to say, telling me how he has been feeding for over 3 years with that skill, making anywhere from 300K to 500K monthly. This is Mike, on the other hand, was able to get to 600K monthly income, all thanks to what he learned from this program. Chibuzo, on the other hand, also, but went through the training, and with knowledge, he was able to increase his income and even save enough to buy a car. This was my WhatsApp chat with him. He sent me the video of the car. Now, I'm also going to show you Bukola, Precious, and Francis, people that I also taught. Now, this is Bukola. Bukola is she's a core member serving in Plateau Jos, and this was me asking her about the program, how she has been experiencing it, if she's having any challenges. So she said, "Sir, it has not been easy, Sha. You know, I told you I don't have a laptop. I had to beg and borrow from my friend in the Corpus Lodge where we live in Jos. So she didn't have one, but she had a friend that had one. So she borrows from her to do light work. So this is not the kind of job that you have to always stay in front of the computer. So if you can get from someone, do your light job, and then you continue. That's the easier way. So he now said, the very first money I got from a client, I used it and paid for a laptop to use for work. I was like, oh, you've gotten a client already. That's amazing. How much did he pay? He said 120K. I asked for the receipt. This is the receipt he sent me. So, we continued our chat. She said she didn't think it would work for her and all. So, I'm not going to bore you all the details of the chat. This is Precious on the other hand. I think Precious is a stay-at-home mom that has a hair business or so. I don't really remember exactly. But, I asked her, has she gotten any new clients? She told me, and then I was like, how much did these clients pay? Okay, she said she has gotten 4, like a lot. So she said one paid 200, another paid 130, another paid 50, and another paid 350. So this is a total of 730,000 naira from all these 4 clients. Although she said they didn't come all at once. Now I asked her to send me screenshots, bank receipts, because I want to have proof. Sometimes when I tell people about this, they think I'm lying, they think we're not being genuine, but I want to be able to show them proof. Now, finally, this is Francis. Francis is a young guy. I think he's 18 or 19, newly admitted. And then I reached out to him. I was like, how have you been? And then he said he signed one client this year. He was so happy. He's a real estate agent around his campus. And I asked him how much the client paid. He said 30K. It's for a tryout that if he does better, the client is going to increase the if he does better, the client is going to increase it for him. So he's going to earn more than that. So he said that he was so happy when he paid because he borrowed money to join the program. And then immediately money came in, he sent his service charge from me to the person he borrowed from. Now, from all I've shown you, it's very obvious. You can see that this has nothing to do with referring your family or friends to earn commission, convincing people to join before getting paid. You don't even need to buy or import anything to start and sell, because you buy and import a lot, and then if you're not able to sell it, you leave it in your room, and then you start wearing it. So you don't need to buy anything, you don't need to import anything to store and sell. And you also don't need to post nonsense links on Facebook and WhatsApp. Nonsense links that will make people think that you're a scam or something. So you don't need to post all those ones on your Facebook or WhatsApp. And you don't need a huge startup capital. That's like one of the most important things. Anybody can do this. You don't need a huge startup capital to do this. You don't even have to be a computer or a tech person to do this. Like, look at me now. I studied law, not computer science, but I'm able to do this. Now, in fact, you don't need all the time in the world to do this. Just 2 to 3 hours working on your phone daily, and you'll be amazed at the results you will get. Now, I'm sure you have gained so much value with what I've shared so far. However, there are certain key points you need to succeed, like when a client reaches out to you, how do you respond back? How do you behave on phone calls? How do you take payments? After the client pays, how do you track the adverts? How do you report? So these are like some of the key points you need to succeed, not even all of it. But it is literally impossible to cover everything A to Z because time limits us. That's the truth. Now, which means you have 2 options. 2 options. Now, the first option is follow the 4 steps I just showed you and figure out the rest on your own. Now, I'm not going to discourage you, but here are the things to expect if you decide to go down that route. This should give you an idea on how to tackle them. The first is you're going to experience confusion on where exactly to start. Then you're going to struggle to understand, like, okay, fine, you want to start an ad agency, or you start, where exactly are you going to start? You're going to have that confusion on where exactly to start your ad agency or what. Like, you're going to have that confusion. Then secondly, you're going to struggle to understand Facebook ads and how to run effective adverts. It's not it's not straightforward. It's also not so complex, but you need to understand it exactly and understand how to run effective adverts. And then you're going to experience frustration after being rejected by clients repeatedly. You're also going to suffer information overload and overwhelm. Like, let me show you again. So I showed different articles on Google that shows you how to run ads. But the problem here is, which one should you read? Which one should you not read? Or even, which one should you leave later? So there are just so many results you can read. Like, it's going to overwhelm you, it's going to confuse you, because different people will be saying different things. The same thing on YouTube. There's just so much information talking about this, talking about it, talking about that. So how do you even know where to start? How do you know the one that is working right now? So yeah, back to my presentation. Now, it could take you years to finally figure things out and get it right. It took most people I know that tried to do it on their own 12 months plus before they even made a single dime, because there was no one guiding them. So they were stuck in trial and error. Now, but if you don't want to go through that stress and you prefer a shortcut process that will help you succeed faster and make life easier, then option 2 is for you. Now, what's option 2? In option 2, you enroll in our private mentorship program so you can work together with my team and I. It's like having someone hold your hand as you go through each step while giving you constant support or guidance to ensure you succeed at all costs. Having someone that actually has done this hold your hand. Now, option 1 is free, but option 2 is going to cost a fee for 2 reasons. Firstly, we invested so much money. Actually, 3 reasons. We invested so much money on the learning resources and the tools available. So it's not just like a very simple not arranged program. We invested so much money on the learning resources and tools available. Secondly, we have an entire team that I pay monthly to help my students get results. So like, it's not just me. I have a team that I pay that helps my students get results. And then finally, it's also going to help us weed out time wasters. Like, we need to know that people that are coming to join us are people that are serious. They're not here to waste time. Because I've observed that in this business, it's people who pay that pay attention. Now, so you need to make a choice now. You either enroll into our mentorship program and work together with a team that will walk you through the A to Z of the process with constant guidance and support to ensure you succeed at all costs. That's option 2. Or spend 12 months plus to figure everything out yourself. Option 1. Now, let me show you what average Nigerians like you have been able to achieve by choosing option 2. You know, she too went from 0 to 500K per month. This is what he had to say. Michael went from 0 to 600K in monthly income. And Chibuzo here was able to save up and buy a car. Bukola was able to sign her first client at 80K. Precious was able to sign 4 clients, total of 730K. Francis was able to sign 1 client, total of 40K. Now, I believe any smart person will just go with option 2 because the results people like Shitu, Chibuzo, Michael, Precious, Francis, and Bukola have gotten speaks for itself. You could actually be our next success story. And if you believe that you are our next success story, then welcome to the Advertising Agency Mentorship Program, the AAMP. So what's the Advertising Agency Mentorship Program and what happens once you enroll tonight for the program? Now, first of all, the Advertising Agency Program is, like the name says, is a mentorship program that is going to take you from 0 to hero, to take you through the ins and outs of setting up and running an ad agency, and then help you get to a point where you are sufficient on your own, you're effective and efficient enough to run it on your own without guidance. So what happens once you enroll for this Advertising Agency Mentorship Program tonight? Firstly, you're going to go through an onboarding process. There, we're going to set up a battle plan for you and show you